Could have gotten my own house in 2019 when I had left Outbrain. I was making enough money. I was working at Wavemaker. And basically I wanted to move from 2015 to Manchester and basically get cheaper rent for more space. And the spirits that were in my room instead had my head twisted and bent on this stupid acting career, which I had left. And I was working a decent job, having self trained myself in a niche called affiliate marketing. So I was working as an affiliate marketer, and some fucking idiot called Mustafa Awale and his fucking antichrist spirit followed me from Southwark all the way to my house. And instead of my house being anything to do with myself, Zainab, Penny, anything to do with John, TK, anything to do with anyone that's actually visited my home, laying up in my bed, spirits were jumping in and out of my room and had me spinning and being sick. I could have moved out of this house with my affiliate marketing career, my affiliate marketing job. I would have been able to get my give the estate agent a deposit, whether it was London, whether it was Manchester or Leeds or Bradford, anywhere in the UK, even Liverpool, and I would have moved out, and it would have been hunky dory. I would have lived in a nice apartment, possibly with a balcony. It would be no higher than three floors, not in some plastic tower, in some plastic bin, paying £1,000 a month, £1,100 a month for X1 sales and lettings in Manchester. And that could have been my life. So there was never an issue with anything I was doing. This is what I talk about spirits. The whole point is to distract you and bother you and to kill you. The whole point is to get you thinking, why are they speaking to me? That is what spirits do. So I could have moved out and had a good life 10 years ago, spent the money that I needed to spend for my first home, and be working on my second home and anything else that I had planned for myself, including holidays and birthdays, because this all started on my 30th birthday when we went to Bali. Went to Bali with my sister. She wasn't in a good place, but she was in a decent enough place. And then hell broke loose when whatever was in that house saw me happy and smiling and celebrating my 30th birthday after spending years in isolation and years alone. Spirits want to get you alone and don't want you to be happy. They want you to be depressed. They exasperate conditions. So anyone with a mental illness like autism or dyslexia or a bad injured arm or anything, they exasperate it out of control, and they over exaggerate things that can be fixed very simply, not even with the intervention of the police. Things that can be fixed with a counselor, with an expert, with people, with community, anything, people like that. But spirits, evil spirits, spirits in London, evil spirits hanging around, lurking around London and lurking around neglectful families and bad families. This is how they make their way into people's homes. And they brainwash people and hypnotize people. And sometimes they even brainwash people into thinking that they're special because they can hear spirits. So because I can hear it, that means I have to spend my time finding out answers on walking around London and going to people and find out what's happened. The sense is the common sense and running. I could have moved out in 2015. Instead, I left it. It was left, not I left it, because it wasn't under me. It was left to 2023 when things were buzzing on my phone. They had already gotten my phone in 2007. My phone was barely working. And then I had a number which ended in 987, which was like my number back in 2013, 12, 11, 12, 13, 14. It was working. Then I got my phone 2020, 3 years in after that whole chaos that happened in April 2020. My phone started buzzing in my room and started being attacked, and my devices as well. And that's one of the reasons why my devices broke the first day. They got me scared of devices, and then they came in one day and started buzzing my devices, and now my phones don't work. And the way that I've been communicating is through this channel and Facebook. I haven't been able to see comments. I haven't been able to see my Instagram comments. I haven't been able to get, my phone hasn't been ringing, and I haven't been seeing my Gmails. I've been sending, I should have 10,000 messages come through now on my phone. 10,000 messages coming from my phone that I should be able to read. I haven't been able to read a message since 2024. That's how bad the phone got. And this is a brand new phone. So any phone that comes into my possession, my phones don't work. My social media profiles don't work. Another thing that's been happening, and I'm saying it all out because I don't care if I sound crazy, because the whole point is for transparency, and so I'm not isolated. Another thing that happened is that Manchester is no longer a normal city the way that I used to see it. I experience it in isolation and alone. This building is more or less empty, this X1 building. There's no one really here. But I'm seeing people where there shouldn't be people. And outside is empty, and outside makes the same noise. The trams are going by even more. I don't know why, but no one uses the tram. Nobody uses the Media City tram, and yet I can hear it in my ears, in my eardrums. So harassment is something else that I'm experiencing. I'm taking the bus like anyone else who doesn't have a car, and I can see the harassment and the irritation, the way that the vehicle wants to irritate me and the way that the train wants to irritate me. Now I'm being forced to run because I should be able to work in the city that I've run to, which is Manchester. I should have been able 18 months ago to find a simple job, even a temp job, a reception, any kind of work and work. They wouldn't let me have it. They wouldn't let me do it. Now I've been running 2 hours to Wirral, which is 2 hours away from Manchester, to get peace, because that area is a peaceful area. That is also evil, because they are forcing me to run and go places where I'm tired and I shouldn't be going anywhere. It's 4 hours. That travel is 4 hours, right? And I should be protected with the doors locked, keeping away from strangers, keeping away from any random people speaking to me, talking to me. I should be trying to find a small community of people that I can trust in a nice community town hall and getting to know them, and working and coming home and keeping my head down, keeping my head low, and speaking to all of my friends back in the capital. That's what I should be able to do. They will not allow me to have a peaceful day in this city. This city is chaotic, it's noisy for unnecessary, and it's strange. It moves strange, it has an eerie. My skin is crawling. My skin feels eerie. I should be communicating. I should be able to travel peacefully on the public transport, which is 10 minutes, 20 minutes, no more than half an hour. The longest is an hour. I can't even get that. This is what I mean about spirits coming into your home and taking the liberty. Because you have let them in, now they don't want to go. They will come in and take the full liberty when they see negligence, when they see progress, when they see isolation. They will come in and take the piss. There's so many people from my old workplaces that I want to speak to. People from Outbrain, people from Wavemaker, OMD, people from all the other places that I've worked. And I cannot communicate with them because my phone is not ringing and my phone is not working the way it used to. This is what I keep telling people. This is why I'm giving people my address and telling people to come and visit me and come see me. Because whatever is trying to keep me isolation and kill me in silence, it's trying to keep me silent. That's how people go missing. That's how people end up missing. Because they think that the general public won't believe them when they start speaking supernatural and paranormal like this. But these things are real. They are real. And they only allow us to communicate on internet where there's a mismatch of information. Because the internet is full of mismatch. And when people are telling the truth, they have to really scream it from their core that they're telling the truth. Because everybody is on this platform called YouTube, and everybody is on the internet writing any kind of thing and saying any kind of thing for views, when there are people whose life is on the line, who haven't seen people in more than 10 years. When was the last time I saw Lydia, Lisa Omale, Alison, Sean, Tolu, Femi, Stephanie, Michael, Selena, Pastor Wood, Hayden Wood, Bula Wood, Abisola Shodimu, Declan Harris? When was the last time I saw these people? All the people from CCK, Merlene, uh, Mandy, Mandy that I met at the audience thing I did in West London. All the people that I met are from Arts Ed. Ramit Rowley, Sam Van Dyke, Megan, all the people from Rose Bruford, Alamo, Luke Ellis, all the people that I've known, that I've been around, Pat O'Toole, where are they? Miss Masoliver, Mr. Conway, Mr. Hamilton. All the people that I know that have ever seen me in this capital, I haven't seen in 10 years. This is what I talk about spirits. Trying to isolate people and assassinate them. Not through the obvious things like someone like stabbing or murder or stalking, but through disappearance, through strange occurrences that seem to happen. And when people come knocking on the door and come asking, where was this person? What happened to this person? You've got a mentally ill mother and a neglectful mother saying, I don't know. And no one is pressing her for questions. No one presses deep enough to say, how can you not know? And then 10 years later, they start doing forensic and find out all of these things that were happening and all the letters and the documents. And is all of it going to be shown on television? Is all of it going to be shown in the documentary? This is how you have fires like Grenfell that go about, that happen, and it takes 10, 15 years to dig. This is how you got 9/11, and it takes 10, 15 years to dig to find the people that were missing. So that's why I'm recording all of this and I'm documenting all of it, because I want to show people that all of this is not my fault, and it's not for the lack of trying or lack of effort. It's for things that have happened in my family, particularly my mother, and whatever they have done, and Olive Demeji, and whatever it is that they do or have done. I think Pedri has also been kidnapped. I think her brain has been kidnapped. I think she's mentally ill, but I think she's lost her sense. She's lost her sense. And Titi Layo is more autistic than ever and has lost her sense. And they're waving their hands to anybody saying she needs a life coach, she needs this, she needs that, blah, 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 blah. And I've documented and recorded all the faults of this family and how I ended up here. It can all be solved by practicality and practicalism. Practicalism. The woman is donating money to churches. She's praying and speaking in tongues and rambling. Everybody is rambling.